To be a leader, to be a teacher, to be someone in charge of others, you know, it's always seen currently, well, coming out of that, vibrations are rising, but it's seen mostly as you need to be domineering, authoritative, slightly manipulative, and just have a hostile energy with one of these. Yeah. But really, when it comes to leadership and teaching, training, helping, we don't want to be seen as servants, but that's what we are, you know. We're there to be able to help groom and nurture and bring out the best. And especially in all these so-called top high-tech, high-professional environments, you find that toxic behavior, lots of toxic bosses that people are running from. And really, what one should be moving towards isn't all airy-fairy love. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is respect at this lowest level. Because you're in a place where you're teaching another person does not mean that you should then take the opportunity to be disrespectful. Of course, feelings can be hurt and bruised because of people's egos and things like that. But if you're, oh my goodness, farting, really? And I'm not about to edit this. Be silent. They're silent, but their bums aren't silent. Hey, shut up. All right. So, yeah, so where was I? So it's about being respectful. Yes, we need to be able to treat another person the way we will want to be treated, the way we will want to be addressed. You can be firm, yeah? And the key thing that I've noticed in teaching and leadership, yes, for people that get it right, is that balance, that delicate balance for people that are raising children, especially, in that teenage stage as well. The key balance that I'm seeing is that firmness, that respect that you instill, yes, while also having that side where they can come and talk to you and feel free to open and voice their opinion without being shut down, without being belittled, without being, feeling that, that that, I was about to say condensation, that condensing, hey, God help me, that condescending tone, yeah? So it's just that balance, and it's not as easy, because when it's not coming out from a place, you yourself have to be in a place of love, kindness, appreciation, seeing the best in others and truly wanting to help, not let me just teach you how to do this, or I can do this myself, or that kind of frustration mentality. It's a fine line. It's very delicate. But that's so how to get there. Within, it's always within. It's never without. No matter how idiotic another person may be, it's never about them. It's always about you as a person. How can you then build something in you, change something in you to bring out what is in them? Of course, now it depends in the area it depends on the area. It depends on the environment, whether you have that time, whether you have the skills to be able to go through that process. But that's essentially what it is. There's always something to learn from another person, not always that you need to learn from that person, but that person is teaching you something about yourself that you need to then look within. It's a lovely game, this life. It's so interesting.